Hi, this is Tracy from GenesisBlogging.com, and I have just downloaded the new Seesmic desktop client for Twitter. They just released it literally just about 10-15 minutes ago, and I downloaded it. I installed it. As you can see from looking here at my screen, it is popping up messages as my tweets are downloading. I am using this. It is really, really nice. I was watching the live presentation as they were releasing it, and listening to them kind of explain some of the details. And let me show you a little bit about what it does. Just now playing around with it a little bit. But one of the things that I think everybody's going to like, and most people seem to want, is you can have multiple Twitter accounts with this client. So you would just, if you want to add an account, you just add your username and click add, and you can use multiple Twitter accounts from this desktop client. It's also Adobe Air, just like TweetDeck, so it runs off the same application, but it's just, man, it's just awesome. You can turn off the sound, you can turn off the notification windows, and all that sort of thing. Enable auto update. So, these are some of the things that, you know, here just for those configuration purposes. Just wow, I'm blown away by some of the things that this thing does. Here you'll see under the home column, it's showing just all the tweets that come in for people that I'm following, and then the replies. If I click that, it's got this column over here, and it's showing it just in this fixed width format. You can't resize this, apparently, the width of this whole thing, but you can add as many columns as you want, but you just kind of like keep going over this way. This side right here is fixed. When you add them, and you want to, if whatever column you want to deal with at the time, you can just like, I think bump that over to here. I think maybe you can flip those over and bring this one over. If you want to work in this column, you can bring this one over here and read that. And then if you want to go back over and, maybe, I don't know, pull over your home, whatever, whichever one, you can move them back over and flip them back over, and I'm still playing with it to figure out exactly how you get it to move quickly and easily, so pardon the clicking and moving a little bit there. But you can obviously flip those back and forth, and you move whatever column you want to work with. You can move that over to the left so it's in the fixed position, and that's the one that you'd be maybe working with at that time, if you found it a little cumbersome to keep doing this back and forth over here. Um, and then, obviously you click this and it would bring up the new one right here. And if you were done with it or you wanted to add one of these columns, you move it over there. Now, what's different is the user lists are like groups on TweetDeck. So user lists are the same thing as groups on TweetDeck. So I have just added a user list called business, just like that, and I just added Dr. Mommy in there just to add somebody in there. But just say I wanted to add breaking news to this group. You click, you mouse over it, so you've kind of got, this is all the same as TweetDeck. You kind of got the same icon, so that's similar. And then you would click add to user group, and it's going to pop it up. And then if I had more than one user group, it would, you would click this from a drop down. You just click that and click OK, and well, there they go. They're all now in the user group. And if I wanted to remove them, I would just click this and it would remove them from the user group. Just that simple. Click this plus sign if I wanted to create another user group and add people to that user group. And the beauty about user groups is when you're following, well over 4,000 people like I am, I try to keep up with everybody, but user groups are really good if there's certain people that you want to not miss what they're saying. Like if there are business people that you follow, or, name it whatever you want, whether it's your family, it's your friends, it's people for business, it's people in a specific group, whatever. a mentor or something like that you don't want to miss what they're saying, add them to a group. They would be in a column, and you can go and make sure that they're not going to get flowing by your tweet stream and you're going to miss what they're saying. Then you can just put them in a group, and it'll filter them in, and then you can catch what they said. Just a good way to use the user list. That's one way to do it, but you're having to add specific people to that list. Now, another feature that they also have is the searches. And this is where you enter in like a search phrase, and you would have a new column for that search phrase. Like, for example, I added one for TweetDeck because that's what I had on TweetDeck. I actually searched for the phrase TweetDeck so that I can help people who needed help with TweetDeck, because that's what I used, and if they had questions about it or whatever. So any tweet that would have the phrase TweetDeck in it, it would pull those tweets into that particular search column, even though I wasn't following those people. Well, you get the same feature here in Seesmic Desktop. It has the same thing. You just enter in your search phrase. Say I want to follow homeschool. I would enter in that search phrase, and there you go. You just enter it down there, and if I click that, voila, it pulls up any tweets or anything that has to do with homeschool. And it looks like, if I'm looking at this, well, homeschool was in the hashtag as well as in the username, but it looks like it's pulling it from the tweet, not the username or from the bio. So yeah, it's pulling it from the tweet like it did for search in TweetDeck. So, pretty simple. I mean, that's amazing. And one of the things that was discussed in the live chat this evening from Seesmic is, the question was asked, is there a limit to the number of columns? And he said, well, there was in Twirl, I think he said, because they also own Twirl. He said, let us know if you find there's a limit. So not really a concrete answer. So I'm going to test that and see how many I can add, because I know there is a limit of, I believe, 10 in TweetDeck of columns that you can add in TweetDeck. So anyway, this is just a very quick lowdown on the new Seesmic desktop client. It's basically the same basic core features as TweetDeck. They will be updating this as they go on. Obviously, it does still have, share an image. You can add an image, and you can even upload an image from your webcam. Click that, take an image, and do that. You can do drag and drop, like he was even showing where he went and got and dragged the Google logo in and dropped it in there and shared it. So right now I think they're just supporting TwitPic, but they are going to also support other clients in the near future for that. So they've got that. Of course, adding a URL, you can shorten a URL, and it looks like they're using Bitly, Dig, and a few other ones. Yeah, a few other ones. So they've got a few choices here for URL shortening. So for right now, it looks like it does most everything that at least I used. He said they were going to be adding other services into it, like they had, say, in TweetDeck or Twirl or whatever that you might want to add in. I would imagine maybe a Facebook integration and, 12 seconds or, other things like that might be coming in the near future. But this is the really quick lowdown on that. And let me type in the URL for you so you can go download this yourself. It'll be right up above this video, and go and download this and give it a try and let me know how you like it. I think it's pretty good. I think I like it. So I'm going to try it out for a couple of days and see if it works for me. So we will speak soon.